for the chain of custody form to HRL technology for a sample sent from OI. First thing obviously is to open the correct file. This is called COC for OI version 2013-06. Please make sure that you use the latest version. Once you've opened the file, make sure that you enable the macros by clicking on this options button here. Enable this content and click OK. This will make sure that these buttons here in the middle work correctly and that the drop downs also work correctly. Start off by entering the plant ID. Let's say Adelaide. Once you enter the plant ID, you'll see that the address and this information is filled out automatically, and the correct contact people will also be listed. Select the correct contact person. You'll see that the person's information is also filled out correctly. If for whatever reason any of the information is not correct, you can type it in here in the red area on the right hand side. Let's say for instance 623 Port Road rather than 625 Port Road. This information will then be updated in the next version. Also make sure that your email address and telephone numbers are also correct. Once you've entered the information at the top, go and move down to this middle area here. This is all the information about the sample. Now if it is a glass sample, obviously select the correct color for that specific glass and then select the sample type. Let's say 82 glass. And a sample identification. This is a sample ID that you will provide obviously. And then the sample date. Now type in the date in the format of your computer's regional settings. For me, it's in the format of year, month, day. Once you enter, the date will then be transformed to the standard format we like to see, which is day, month, and year. If you're in a different country, please continue to enter the day in the format that is set in your computer's regional settings. The next is the sample time. Please enter this in the 24-hour format. Let's say for instance 1 o'clock in the afternoon will be 1300. If you're not completely familiar with this type of time, you can say, let's say something happened in 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which was, oh, my apology, 2 p.m. It will be changed automatically to 1400. If something happened early in the morning, let's say 3 a.m., it will be changed over to 0300. So just type in the time either in the 24-hour format or with an AM and PM and it will be converted. The batch calculation for that specific glass may look something like this. That is a number or something that you will also provide yourself. The sender's reference, you're welcome to type in your name, any other references, as well as any other comments that are required for identifying the specific sample. The next column is the reason for analysis. It may be that these are your monthly samples. You select that. The next thing is the work code. Let's say you still would like to have an XRF done on the sample and the priority. There are two priorities, standard priority or high priority. You can have up to 5 different types of analyses done on this one single sample. Let's say you'd like to have a COD and it has a high priority and maybe heavy metals and standard priority. The heavy metals will include chrome 6 as well. Now, like I say, you can have up to 5 different analyses performed on this one sample. If you require 6 or more, just continue and fill in a second line for the same sample as well. Once you've finished with all the samples and their types of analyses required, move down and make sure that you fill in the method of shipment. This may be courier, hand delivered, post, or any other means. You're welcome to either fill in your name, date, and the specific time the samples were sent, or print the form and then fill it out by hand. Now, once you're completely finished with this, you can save the chain of custody. When you click on that specific button, it will come up with a standard name for this file, which will include your plant, the contact person, and the date and time that you filled out this form. It will go to the standard areas of My Documents or Documents, depending on the operating system, but you're welcome to change it to any other area where you would like to save it. Click on Save. Once it is saved, it will bring up a little message telling you that the file was saved successfully. If for whatever reason you by some accident click on Cancel, it will also let you know that the file was not saved and the user cancelled, just so that you don't think you have saved the file and it was not saved. Once it's saved, please send me an email copy so that we can prepare for your samples and make sure that everything is ready when they arrive. Now, before you send the samples, print this chain of custody and sign it, attach it to the samples, and send the samples together with this form. Once we receive the form, we will fill out this area saying that we have received it on a specific date and time and will sign for it. To print a chain of custody form, obviously use this button. It will open up the preview and it will print to your standard printer. You can still use the page setup and so on if necessary. I will not print this and I will cancel for now. Once you're finished and you would like to fill out a next form, you can use the Clear Chain of Custody form. It will come up with a message asking if you're ready to clear this form. If you click on No or Cancel, nothing will happen, but if you click on Yes, all the information will be deleted from this form and you'll have a clear new form to fill out once again. If there are any other questions that you require, please send me an email and we can discuss your queries about this form. Thank you.